Today we're going to talk about synthetic division, and let's read that first paragraph over there. In almost all situations on the ACT math that involve factoring, you will be fine using the methods that were described previously in the chapter. If, however, you come across an expression that is quite difficult to factor, you may want to use synthetic division. Here's an example that will help you review this concept, but will not go in depth enough to teach it you for the first time. So is this a factor of the expression this? How you use this synthetic division is, first of all, make this thing over here. It's not this, it's this one over here. And you write the coefficients of the numbers, also including that. So 2 minus 10, 1, and 5. One thing important here, if there's no x value here, like if it is like this, then you don't just ignore and write like this on here, but you have to write 0 in between -10 and -5, because you don't just ignore x value. Okay, so in here, what you write over here is the x value right here, because this should be 0 in order to be a factor, and then x should equal 5, so you write 5 over there. What you do is, first step, you don't just multiply them and then you put the 2 down here, and then you multiply by 5, 10, then you add them 0 and you multiply them, and you add them and you multiply them, and you add, this plus 5, add them, it'll be 0. When it's 0, it means there's no remainder, and it is the factor. If it is not a 0, it would not be the factor. You should find another this value over here. So yeah, what down here is basically what I did. You write it like this, and you put 2 down, you multiply by 5, and you put it up here, and you add them, put it down, multiply, add them, put it down, multiply, add them, put it down, multiply, add them, and get the remainder. And if the remainder is 0, then that means it is a factor of the expression. Yeah, this is the basic thing about synthetic division, and this is the end of the class.